one of the things a good social network does is allow you to explore and share your cultural enthusiasms, and KILTR has the tools and facilities to allow you to do that. And that's a big part of being Scottish at the moment. I mean, particularly in the media age, you know, where you can actually pull a link or you can pull something in from YouTube or Vimeo that's a bit of contemporary Scottish culture, old Scottish culture, future Scottish culture. And it's great to be able to have a custom-made network that you can share that with people. And I think there's a lot of, I wouldn't say it's not actually nostalgia, I think that would be the wrong word for it. I think it's a real love of the heritage of Scotland. But it's the heritage of modern Scotland as much as it is the heritage of, you know, castles and bravehearts. It's television shows, it's old styles of music, it's movies, it's fashion, it's recipes.
One of the first groups I joined when I joined KILTR was the Scottish Community Cookbook, and I came with a particular interest in multicultural food, multicultural cooking, because I live in Edinburgh, where there is a surprisingly diverse mix of cultures, particularly in the Leith area where I live and work. And I like that idea that Scotland is a dynamic, diverse place, and it's generous and welcoming to so many different kinds of cultures. And for me, food is a wonderful way to explore and bring all that kind of thing together. So I was interested when I joined the Scottish Community Cookbook. I was actually wanting to bring some of those, or share some of those ideas.
I suppose that you could say KILTR echoes Scottish culture in the way that it's open-minded, it's innovative, and it's basically really quite friendly.
Because there's an emotional bond there with Scotland, and I think that the businesses like that, they see that, they can leverage upon it, but they can also form new relationships. I mean, I see people on KILTR all the time forming new relationships, and I think, well, that's great, that's what it's here to do.
I found a lot of support for what I've been doing personally in my own art practice, and you know, it's been great. I've met people in real life.
One of the great elements of KILTR is the fact that you can now create these rich groups that you can then, as it were, create your own cultural channel or your channel of interest. I mean, I participate in a few groups that really bring a lot of value to my professional and cultural life. I mean, there's a group on it called EcoScot, which people are regularly updating about a sector that I think is incredibly important to Scottish life, which is the whole question of energy and sustainable development and environment. And again, it makes it easy for you to set up that channel. There's also a constituency on KILTR which responds well to that. So there's a usefulness about it. There's a usefulness about trying to reach your peers in Scottish life, whether they be professional peers or people who are enthusiastic about culture, and pull them into a space that's yours and that's usable, and in which you can share debate and content and links and wisdom. And I think that's really valuable.
It's open and it's friendly, and there are no pretensions, and it's really accessible.
But the other thing that KILTR represents, of course, because it is about connecting the diaspora, is the fact that Scotland is an incredible global community. And one of the things that's fascinating when you're on Twitter or Facebook is the fact that you connect with people on the other side of the world. But KILTR does that very successfully, because it is about connecting the Scottish diaspora particularly. Only this morning I made a connection with someone in Atlanta and I love that.
Networks with character will be the ones that stand out from the crowd. So I think KILTR certainly has its own Scottish and diaspora character, and I think that will make it a significant place to go to for people who want that buzz, who want to be part of a Scottish buzz. I think KILTR is a good place to go.